Looking for the best electric bike but not sure which one is actually worth your money? Welcome back to US Buyer Picks. Today I'm reviewing 5 of the best electric bikes you can buy right now. We'll compare motor power, battery range, ride comfort, and overall value, so whether you're commuting, exploring trails, or just enjoying weekend rides, you can find the right e-bike for your needs. Let's get into it. We have included links in the description. Number 1. Hoverfly electric bike for adults, 26/16 models, 750W/500W peak motor, up to 20/15.5 mph, 48V/36V removable battery, up to 40-28 miles range, UL 2849 certified, electric bike for commute leisure trail. The Hoverfly electric bike is what many US buyers would call a beginner-friendly commuter e-bike. It's designed for people who want an easier way to get around town, shorten their commute, or enjoy casual weekend rides without jumping into the premium e-bike price category. What this bike is best known for in the US market is accessibility and practicality. A lot of Americans buying their first e-bike aren't looking for extreme speed or off-road performance. They want something that helps them get to work, ride around the neighborhood, visit local stores, or enjoy recreational rides on bike paths. In real-world US use, this bike works well for daily commuting, college campus transportation, neighborhood riding, light trail use, running errands, recreational weekend rides. One of the biggest strengths is the removable battery system. Many American apartment dwellers and condo owners prefer bringing the battery inside for charging rather than moving the entire bike. Another advantage is the manageable power output. The motor provides enough assistance for hills, headwinds, and longer rides without feeling overwhelming for new riders. The range is also practical for everyday use. Most US commuters ride far less than the advertised maximum range on a typical day, making this bike capable of handling several trips before needing a recharge. Number 2. Electric bike for adults, 1500W peak mountain e-bike with 25 miles per hour, 65 miles range, 7 speeds, 48V10 a removable battery 26-inch bike for commute. This 1500W peak electric bike is what many US buyers would call a high-power commuter and adventure e-bike. Compared to entry-level models, this bike is aimed at riders who want stronger acceleration, higher speeds, and more versatility. What it's best known for in the US market is power and range. Many American buyers are increasingly using e-bikes as actual transportation replacements rather than occasional recreational toys, and this model targets that growing audience. In real-world US use, this bike fits well for long daily commutes, rural and suburban transportation, weekend trail riding, recreational fitness rides, mixed pavement and gravel routes, extended distance travel. One of the biggest strengths is the 1500W peak motor. That's significantly more powerful than many entry-level commuter e-bikes. The extra power becomes noticeable when climbing hills, carrying heavier riders, or accelerating from stoplights. The advertised top speed of 25 miles per hour also appeals to many US commuters who need to keep pace with faster bike traffic or cover longer distances efficiently. Another major advantage is the long-range capability. Range anxiety is one of the biggest concerns for new e-bike buyers, and having a larger operating range can make daily commuting far more convenient. The 7-speed drivetrain adds flexibility as well. Riders can choose between pedal assistance and traditional gearing depending on terrain and battery usage. Number 3. 8000W dual motor electric bike for adults, 48 miles per hour fast e-bike with 52V36 a removable battery, up to 100 miles long range, 24/26-inch fat tire, Shimano 7-speed, shock absorber commuter e-bike. The 8000W dual motor electric bike is what many US riders would call a high-performance beast of an e-bike. This is not your typical neighborhood cruiser or casual commuter. It's built for riders who want extreme power, aggressive acceleration, and the ability to tackle almost any terrain. What this bike is best known for in the US market is massive power and speed. Dual motor setups have become increasingly popular among riders who want motorcycle-like acceleration without moving to a gas-powered vehicle. In real-world US use, this bike works best for rural property riding, off-road adventures, Long-distance recreational rides. Heavy riders needing extra power. Steep hill climbing. Weekend trail exploration. One of the biggest strengths is the dual motor system. Having power delivered from both wheels provides stronger acceleration and better traction on loose surfaces like dirt, gravel, and sand. The large 52V battery system is another major advantage. Range is one of the biggest concerns for e-bike buyers, and larger battery capacity helps reduce charging frequency. The fat tires also contribute to a smoother ride. Across many US states, road conditions vary widely, and larger tires help absorb bumps while increasing confidence on rough terrain. Now for the downsides. This bike is likely much heavier than a typical commuter e-bike. Moving it upstairs, loading it into a vehicle, or storing it in smaller apartments may become challenging. Number 4. Varun Electric Bike 500W Peak Motor, 24/26" all-terrain e-bike, up to 40 miles and 20 miles per hour, removable battery, 7-speed, front suspension, dual disc brakes, with free accessory pack. The Varun Electric Bike is what many US buyers would call a budget-friendly everyday commuter e-bike. It focuses on practicality, comfort, and affordability rather than chasing extreme performance numbers. What it's best known for in the US market is balanced everyday transportation. This type of e-bike appeals to riders who want electric assistance without paying for features they may never use. In real-world US use, this bike is ideal for daily commuting, campus transportation, neighborhood riding, bike paths, light recreational trails, weekend fitness rides. One of the biggest strengths is the approachable power level. The motor provides enough assistance for most daily situations without feeling overly aggressive. The removable battery is another important advantage. Many Americans living in apartments or condos prefer charging batteries indoors rather than bringing the entire bike inside. The front suspension also helps improve comfort on uneven roads and bike paths. Another positive is the included accessory package. Many new riders appreciate getting useful accessories without needing additional purchases immediately after buying the bike. Now for the weaknesses. This isn't designed for aggressive off-road riding or high-speed commuting. Riders expecting powerful acceleration may find it somewhat limited. Number 5. Electric bike for adults, 26" bike with 1000W peak motor, 20 miles per hour 50 miles electric mountain bike with 48V removable battery, 7-speed, front suspension, LCD display, UL 2849 certified. This 1000W peak electric bike sits right in the middle of the current US e-bike market. It's what many buyers would consider a sweet spot between commuter convenience and recreational performance. What this bike is best known for is offering more power than entry-level models without becoming overwhelming. For many American riders, that balance is exactly what they're looking for. In real-world US use, this bike works especially well for daily commuting, weekend trail rides, mixed pavement and gravel routes, fitness riding, recreational exploration, moderate hill climbing. One of the biggest strengths is the 1000W peak motor. It provides noticeably stronger performance than many basic commuter bikes while remaining manageable for most riders. The 50-mile range is another major selling point. Many US commuters can easily cover multiple days of riding before needing a recharge. The front suspension helps improve ride comfort, particularly on rough city streets and bike paths. The LCD display is also useful for monitoring speed, battery status, and riding information while on the move. A particularly important advantage is the UL 2849 certification. Electrical safety has become increasingly important in the American e-bike market, and certification can provide added confidence. That's my breakdown of the top electric bikes available right now. Each one offers a different mix of power, range, and features, so the best choice depends on how and where you ride. If this helped you out, check the links in the description for the latest prices, and don't forget to subscribe to US Buyer Picks for more honest, no-nonsense reviews. Thanks for watching.